In our second matchup of the day, it is the Clifton-Clyde boys in as the number 1 seed here versus the 4-seeded Axtell Eagles. Axtell comes in 6-1 on the season. Clifton-Clyde 10-0, and these two teams have already met, so a rematch with some history will make it even more fun. Axtell fell in that one to Clifton-Clyde. It was at home for Axtell. It was 60-32 was that final score as Clifton-Clyde handled Axtell. They had Axtell at 1 point in the second quarter, jumped out to an 18-10 lead at halftime, and never looked back. Names you're going to hear a lot in this one. Trent Long had 9 points. Coy Steinbach had himself 7 points too as well. For Axtell in that one, Colin Shaughnessy with 12, Eli Brocksterman with 12, Brandon Schmelsley with 8, and that was basically it for the Eagles. But another state-ranked matchup here for you on KNDY as the Axtell boys come in ranked number 2 in Class 1A Division II, while Clifton-Clyde is number 5. We're going to take one more time out before we bring you starting lineups and information on this one, which is also a rematch of last year's state tournament or semifinal action in the TVL tournament too as well. So one word from our sponsors before we bring it back here for game number 2 here on our KNDY TVL tournament marathon.
Sapp Brothers Petroleum works hard to be there for you when it matters most. Their goal is simple: to be your number 1 source of propane, lubricants, and extreme premium diesel fuel. They'll reach that goal by treating you like family and giving you service that makes you want to come back. Proudly serving Kansas with locations in Blue Rapids and Hanover, Sapp Brothers thanks all their current customers. If you're not a customer, call the winning team at Sapp Brothers locations in Hanover or Blue Rapids today for all your propane and fuel needs.
Whether you're buying, building, remodeling, or refinancing, your home is a major investment in your life. At United Bank and Trust, we understand how important it is to work with someone who cares. Our loan officers have the experience it takes to make the process a smooth one. Come in for a visit or start online by filling out a loan application at ubankonline.com in as little as 20 minutes. Mortgage lending with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For engineered roof and floor trusses, call on Axtell Truss. 12 to 80-foot span. Complete hip, cathedral, and floor systems using only the best SYP available. Delivered to your site undamaged on a roll-off trailer. Manufactured locally at Axtell Truss on U.S. Highway 36, 2 miles west of K110 between Seneca and Marysville. Phone 785-736-2291.
Not everyone's going to become a Lennox dealer, so you'll be glad to know when you buy a Lennox from Hanover Electric Incorporated, you not only get the best products in the business, you also get a traditional experience in making sure your home is as comfortable as it can be. Because every independent Lennox dealer must pass the Lennox Quality Dealer Standards Program, the toughest test in the industry. And what it means is you get a dealer you could always count on. Lennox, one less thing to worry about.
Bat Tire in Frankfort is the place to go for tires in Frankfort. Why drive anywhere else? Offering a full range of tires, including Kelly tires and Hankook tires. Get the very best in tire technology for superior handling and longevity. Bat Tire will keep you on the road and headed to where you need to be. Replacements or repairs, they'll get you rolling again. Bat Tire in Frankfort, a proud supporter of the Frankfort Wildcats. Good luck.
From the ground up, Midwest Products Hanover can assist with concrete drives, parking, walks, entries, foundations, and support walls. Quality people help produce quality products, and you can rely on their crews for a job done right. Concrete plants at Hanover, Washington, and Clay Center. Midwest Products also haul rock, sand, and gravel. They have a crane for rent and can assist with site preparation. Start your next job with a call for a quote today from Midwest Products at Hanover.
Max Blasky still with you here from Onega. Game 2 of 4 coming up here for you between the Axtell boys and the Clifton-Clyde boys. The 1-4 seed and a state-ranked matchup, too, as well. We mentioned it before. These two teams have already met earlier this year with Clifton-Clyde defeating Axtell 60-34. They also met last year in the TVL tournament as well. Axtell went on to defeat Clifton-Clyde and become tournament champions with a 51-44 win over the Eagles. Jack Scotchney had 16 points for the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Axtell, Eli Broxterman had himself 17, while senior from last year, Isaac Detweiler, had 12. They're very similar teams as they were from last year. A lot of familiar names back. Both teams vying for another chance at a state champion. Starters coming up for you. Now for first, the Axtell Eagles, lower seed in this tournament, number 4. They will go number 10, Eli Broxterman, a 6-foot junior. Number 23, Colin Shaughnessy, a 6-foot sophomore. Number 25, Brandon Schmelzley, a 6'2 junior. Number 34, Grady Bussing, a 6'2 senior. Number 45, Grant Bussing, a 6'2 senior. Eagles are coached by head coach Jason Tynan. And we'll go Broxterman, Shaughnessy, Schmelzley, Bussing, and Bussing. As for Clifton-Clyde, they will go number 1, Drayden Reed, a 6'3 senior. Number 3, Trent Long, a 5'9 senior. Number 11, Coy Steinbrock, a 5'11 senior. Number 15, Jack Scotchney, a 6'2 junior. And number 20, Peyton Fahey, a 5'5 junior. Actually, we're going to change that. Number 23 is starting instead of 20, so Oliver Nobert instead of Peyton Fahey. Justin Steinbrock, head coach for the Eagles. We'll go Reed, Long, Steinbrock, Scotchney, and Nobert. Jump will go to the Eagles, and we are off and running here from Onega. A great matchup here coming between Axtell and Clifton-Clyde. Axtell will be the away team, lower seed. They're in their away jerseys, blue with white Axtell. First steal here is on Nobert, clips that one out. Tough layup up and down, no good. It's going to be saved by the Eagles, and we're off and running. Detweiler into the hole, Broxterman into the hole for a shot, no good, and back the other way comes Clifton-Clyde. Both of these teams really like to run. First points of the game go to Drayden Reed. A nice little runner there in the middle of the lane is up and good for Clifton-Clyde, and they take the first lead of this contest. Change here actually in the starting lineup, as there is no Colin Shaughnessy out there for the Axtell Eagles. Number 12, Isaac Detweiler, will actually get the start here tonight, so we'll see if we will get to see Shaughnessy as this game goes on. Inside, up and down now for Eli Broxton in his first bucket of the evening. Will knot us up here at 2. Both of these teams already one game under their belt. Axtell victorious over Troy in that one, 60-51. Meanwhile, Clifton-Clyde is squeaker over 9-seeded Frankfort, 52-51. It really is the starting 5 for these Clifton-Clyde Eagles. As in that Frankfort contest, Jack Scotchney had 23, while Trent Long had 14. Here's a run out for Grady Bussing, up and down, actually, for Brandon Schmelzley. Bussing got it off to Schmelzley on the fast break, and it is 4-2 now here, first quarter action. As for Axtell, they had a big game from Colin Shaughnessy, so surprising not to see him in the starting lineup. Didn't get the chance to talk to head coach Jason Tynan before this, so don't know if we got a little bit of an illness or rolled an ankle or something. Actually, that's what it is. As I speak my way through it, Colin Shaughnessy kind of rolled an ankle there, I remember, late in that Troy game, or twisted up a knee a little bit, so I don't think he's going to be of service tonight, nursing that ankle. A steal now by Clifton-Clyde as they look to run. Second turnover now by Axtell in this first quarter, and head coach Justin Steinbrock wants a quick timeout. We'll take it with them. Axtell's jumped out to the 4-2 lead. First quarter action here, semifinals from Onega.
Have you tried banking with us on the internet yet? It's faster and more convenient to bank from your own home whenever you feel like it. Best of all, banking online is safe. With your private username and password and software meticulously crafted to ensure the safekeeping of your account data, your online transactions are quick and secure. Another quality banking service from Citizen State Bank of Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Quality banking since 1907. Member FDIC.
So a few changes on both starting lineups. First for Clifton-Clyde, Oliver Nober gets the start over Peyton Fahey. Both similar body types, both similar playing styles. As for Axtell, though, Colin Shaughnessy out after that 20-point game against Troy. He rolled an ankle there as I was just talking myself through it. Won't get the start here tonight, and probably won't see him either, as he is still in his warm-ups and a T-shirt down at the end of the bench. So Wyatt Detweiler, the freshman, will get a lot more playing time here in this semifinal matchup between Clifton-Clyde and Axtell. A rematch from early on in this year, also a rematch of last year's semifinals. One in which Axtell was victorious, went on the course to win the 2023 TVL tournament. The first three by Trent Long is missed. Good enthusiasm from that Axtell bench as they get a defensive stop. Smelsley will try and tackle right side. We're going to reverse it over to the left side. Tipped out there by Coy Steinbrock. So both of these teams return a lot of players off of last year's squad, especially for Clifton-Clyde. They had themselves a very good year. They were 20-3. They finished 12-0, first place in league regular season action play. They did lose first round of the state tournament, but obviously looking to get back there. As for the Eagles, they got fourth in the state tournament after they finished 20-6 last year, 21-6 last year, most wins in Axtell school history. That fourth place finish in Class 1A Division II, along with that TVL tournament championship. A foul, first one of the game, will go against Trent Long for Clifton-Clyde, the 5'9" senior point guard for the Eagles. Inside underneath the basket on the inbound pass, it will be Grady Bussing up for two, as Axtell has started off here hot, 3 for 3 from the floor. Logan Sandman, the 6'2" freshman, now into the game too as well for Axtell. He's going to pick up a personal foul there, diving for a loose ball. Sandman came off the bench the other night, provided good minutes for head coach Jason Tyne, and he ended up with 7 points, 5 in the fourth quarter, including 3 free throws late in that one to give Axtell the win over Troy, one in which the Eagles didn't have their best game. Axtell actually trailed 24-21 at half. Then they regained that lead in the third quarter as they erupted for 19 points in the third and 20 points in that fourth quarter. Inside, Nobert is going to be fouled by the aforementioned Sandman, so just like that, the reserve big off the bench, I believe, has 2 fouls, and he does. At the line now, Oliver Nobert for the Eagles. Free throw is going to be off, no good on the first shot of the day from the line. Nobert with 3 points in that contest win over Frankfort the other evening. Sandman will take a seat on the bench, and we will see Fahey for shooter here in just a little second. Second free throw now for Nobert. That one's going to go down as he splits the pair. Axtell will only go 5 or 6 deep. We're only going to see Nobert and Fahey off the bench, so it's going to mainly be Reed, Long, Steinbrock, and Scotchney out there for Clifton-Clyde. As for Axtell, they're going to go about 8 deep without Shaughnessy. We'll see if that 8th man gets out there, but for right now, we've gone 2. Clifton-Clyde will press, as will Axtell. Both of these teams like to get up and down the court. Over 60 points per game for both of these squads, and defensively right about the same. 41 for Axtell, 38 for Clifton-Clyde. Is inside Eli Brocksherman, muscles it up and down for a and-one opportunity through the defense. Slicing went the junior, and he will be rewarded with a 3-point opportunity. Fahey will pick up that personal foul. First free throw for Axtell is up and down now for Brocksman, as he has 5 points for the Eagles to lead them here in this first quarter. It was 9-11 at the end of one quarter when these the two teams, the last met. Clifton-Clyde leading here in this one. It is 9-3, Axtell leading. Brocksman will look to run after the missed shot by Trent Long. Left side, Smelsley tries to get into the lane, reverses it now right corner into the hands of Detweiler. Detweiler looking for a man, guarded tightly by the lengthy Reed, and a 5-second call on Axtell will be the third turnover for the Eagles now in this one. Wyatt Detweiler guarded tightly in that right corner by senior Drayden Reed, who goes 6'3", going against Detweiler, who's going to clock in at 5'8". So length is going against, I guess, non-length to say the least. Right side, Long will try and get into the lane. He's going to kick it out. Driving layup up and down now for the aforementioned Jack Scotchney. His first bucket here in this one, as Clifton-Clyde aims to close the gap 5-9. Scotchney, a high-powered offensive player, of course, 23 points in the win versus Frankfort, including 2 big free throws at end to defeat the Wildcats. He had 20 in their last game out versus Axtell, so I'm sure these Axtell Eagles coaches are very aware of what he can do offensively. Wyatt Detweiler is going to fire up a 3. He's going to airball that one from the right wing, and we're going to run the other way. Crack quickly into the right corner. Trent Long will have it for Clifton-Clyde. Good crowd here from Onega. Max Blasky with you, as we will be here all afternoon. Game number 2 of our 4-peat here today. Inside, Trent Long just kept that dribble and kept on getting down inside that lane. Quickly the other way, Brandon Smelsley up through the contact and one for Smelsley. The big junior, his second bucket here in this contest. Foul will be called on Drayden Reed, the senior for Clifton-Clyde. And Smelsley will step to the line now for one free throw. 4 dribbles in that right hand. Pure swish is down for Smelsley. As Axtell now 2 for 2 from the stripe early on. Game number 2 of 3 games here so far today on KNDY and Blue Valley TV 2 as well. We'll have a girls contest coming up here for you after this one between Valley Heights and Centralia. And then our nightcap will be Hanover and Centralia boys as the TVL tournament sneaks on to Saturday. Inside, Trent Long snakes his way to the bucket, puts that up on the right side of the rim from the left side of the bucket, goes down for 2 nonetheless, and it is 12-9. Axtell has trouble with it, but Smelsley regains it right block. Now goes into Detweiler as he replaces Smelsley at the block. Eli Broxman will attack right side. Little fadeaway shot, no good. Clifton-Clyde will pull down the board and go the other way. Clifton-Clyde working right to left as we see it here in the Onega gym. Axtell moving left to right then. Axtell on defense right now. Mismatch down low as Reed is being fronted by Detweiler. Good job by this Axtell defense to not allow Reed to catch that ball against the smaller Detweilers. We're going 4 out, 1 in around Reed. Top side, it will be Trent Long with it. Now top of the key, Reed's just going to fire a 3. That's going to be off the rim. No good defensive rebound. Hold down Smelsley. Axtell looks to run, trouble with it in the far corner, and a turnover by the blue and white. Quickly the other way, up for it, Scotchney for 2. Jack Scotchney, his second bucket here in this first quarter off the misstep by Axtell. 12-11 our score. Axtell still leading this one, led from the very jump. Right block, now Blitzing has it. Swings it off to Detweiler in that corner. Still looking for Blitzing down low. Reverses it around to the left side. Now Smelsley. Inside wide, Detweiler left block. Looking to make a move. Kicks it out, Smelsley. Gets a screen from Detweiler. Pull-out shot from the elbow. That's going to be no good. Back the other way come the Eagles of Clifton-Clyde. Smelsley's first miss today. Coy Steinbrock a 3. That's way off the mark. His first 3 is no good. Axtell the other way. Quick moving first quarter as we roll under 50 seconds left to play here. Both of these teams like to get up and down the court. No fouls. It's been a clean game so far. No stoppage, and there's a stoppage. Went out of bounds off the hands of Drayden Reed. Substitution now as Oliver Nobert back into the game for Peyton Fahey. 42.2 seconds on the clock. First quarter action. Max Blasky with you here from the TVL tournament semifinal action. First boys game, second of our broadcast schedule so far here today. Detweiler catches it in the far corner. It's going to be poked away, though, by Steinbrock and stay with the blue and white. New play coming out from head coach Jason Tynan. Smelsley easily gets it to Detweiler, left wing. Looking inside to Bussy, now hands off with Broxman. Broxman attacks left side, pulls up from the left block. That's going to be way short. Air ball, actually, by Broxman, and Clifton-Clyde comes the other way. Trying to get into the body there is Trent Long, and he misses the little runner. Long now with 5 shots already here in this first quarter. Axtell with an opportunity to hold for the last possession. 55 seconds left as Broxman takes control of the offense left wing. Trying to go against Steinbrock. Now into the hands of Smelsley right wing. Top side, Broxman's going to look to attack. Gets inside the paint. Jump stop up and one for Eli Broxman. A big first quarter now for the junior, and he will go to the line for an old-fashioned 3-point play opportunity. Personal foul will go against Drayden Reed, so the lengthy senior picks up his second personal foul, which could be big as these Eagles of Clifton-Clyde only go 6 deep. Free throw is up and hit every part of the rim, but drops down there for Broxman. Steinbrock gets a tick. Eli gets a shot off. Then it won't fall down at the last second buzzer as Axtell takes a 15-11 lead in the second quarter play.
Cottage Hill Ag Supply makes precision planting work for you. Put their experience and exceptional customer service to work when planning for the next planting season. Check their test plot results with quality seed lines including AgriGold and NC+. Set up assistance with your planner and adjustments as needed help you be more efficient. As a fellow farmer, Darren Jacobson can share his experience if you're new to precision planting. Count on top quality products with expert service and a commitment to go above and beyond for their customers. Go online to cottagehillagsupply.com.
State Auto, a friend you can depend on.
Do you know the total value of your personal possessions? On a quick guess, you probably would underestimate considerably. Your independent state auto insurance agent can help you estimate the value of the items you own so you can maintain coverage in case they're lost, stolen, or destroyed. Making sure you're adequately covered is one of his biggest responsibilities.
Talk to your independent state auto agent, Justin Dragiston, in Washington at 325-2263 or in Concordia at 243-3436.
A big thank you all week to our sponsors, too, making these broadcasts possible. Too many to mention by name, but we do want to give a shout-out to our regional broadcast sponsors, KNDY, Sunflower Credit Union, Hometown Lumber, Honeyman Auto, Kramer Oil, Bruna Implement, Channel Seed, and United Bank and Trust for making every broadcast possible throughout the season, regular season, and postseason. Here after one quarter, Axtell leads 15-11. It was 11-9 in this matchup last time these two teams met back on January 5th. Clifton-Clyde victorious 60-34, as this was the quarter that killed Axtell. They only scored 1 point in the second. Nice cutting pass there, but Steinbrock can't make the layup as he has been cold here so far. The sharpshooting senior 0 for 2 from the floor early on. It will stay, though, with Clifton-Clyde underneath their own basket. Scotchney will be the trigger man. Axtell in the 2-3 zone. They get it inside, blocked by Smelsley. Big defensive block there by the junior. Axtell now up and running. Right side into the hands of Detweiler. Detweiler gets a screen from Grady Bussing. Bussing rolls. Both Bussing boys out there. Detweiler, Smelsley, and Brocksterman. Top of the key now. Smelsley with it right wing. Gets a screen from Grady. Grady's going to swing it right side now into the hands of Grant. Top side, Smelsley thought about a three, got Stotchney in the air, but we're going to swing it around the horn. Screen roll between Brocksterman and Bussing. Brocksterman into the lane. That's going to be hard off the backboard, and a push foul, I believe, on Axtell will be upcoming. That will go on 34, Grady Bussing for the Eagles. So scoring in that first quarter, first for Clifton-Clyde, 4 points apiece for Jack Scotchney, Trent Long. Drayden Reed had himself a deuce. Oliver Nober getting the start, hit himself a free throw for Axtell. 8 points for Eli Brocksterman as he was super aggressive in that first quarter. 5 points for Brandon Smelsley and 2 points for Grady Bussing. Steinbrock a three. That one's bottom. Boy, Steinbrock, his first triple of the night. That won't be the last time we say that either, as the sharp-shooting junior is just getting going. Near turnover by Axtell, but it will be saved with a jump ball. Top of the key will stay in the hands of the Eagles. Axtell with 4 turnovers, 2 in that first quarter. Only 1 for Clifton-Clyde, as this game has been exactly how we had hoped. A tight matchup between two top state-ranked teams. Clifton-Clyde victorious in their first matchup. Axtell coming out here with a fire. Brocksterman's going to fire away a three. He's going to miss it long off the rim, and Clifton-Clyde the other way. Off of Clifton-Clyde, turnover Eagles, as Coy Steinbrock going to control that hot pass here in the corner. Like last year, too, as well, these two teams met before the TVL tournament. Clifton-Clyde beat Axtell in the first go-around. Axtell victorious in the second go-around in the semifinal action, just as it was, there is here this year. And, of course, the Eagles went on to win the TVL tournament last year, too, as well. Brandon Smelsley's going to go barreling into the middle of this Clifton-Clyde defense, pick up a personal foul on the charge. That's only his first personal. Second, though, as a team for Axtell. Eagles will continue to press. Reed tries to go baseline, kicks it out. 3 ball for Long. That one's going to be off the right side of the rim. Smelsley pulls down the board. Quick moving first quarter, as we mentioned it. Both teams like to get shots off, averaging over 60 points a game to both of these squads. Foul inside, though, as we're starting to slow it down. Foul will go against Coy Steinbrock, so the senior now picks up his first personal foul in this contest. Smelsley, a little flip pass inside to Bussing. Left side, we're going to look for a cutter underneath. Detweiler wide open. Somehow contorts his body, does Wyatt Detweiler, and get the deuce to go down on the layup. That was a tough one. Was coming across the lane, kind of caught it midair, turned, shot it all in one motion. It goes down for Axtell now as they lead by 3 with 5:50 left to play in this second quarter. Top of the key, it will be set up now by Trent Long. This Axtell defense will extend well outside the three-point line, try and force this action. They'll trap corners if it comes. Clifton-Clyde doing a good job of keeping it out of those deadly corners, as they like to call it. Can't find anything towards the middle. Nova will try and probe right side. Now around the horn it goes. Steinbrock, who just hit a three, thought about it. Now smartly gets it out of his hands. Cross-court Knapp back into Steinbrock. Three. That one's off the rim. No good. Fighting for the rebound and coming away with it. There is Jack Stotchney. Just out-jumped two Axtell Eagles for that board. 17-16 now our score after that score by Clifton-Clyde. A back-and-forth game. Winner, of course, will go on to the TVL Tournament Championship. Both of these teams have big aspirations for a good run at a state title, and it starts now with getting wins in a tournament setting. Left side, Smelsley will set it up. Inside, Grady Bussing's left wide open, up and down. It rolls in for Grady Bussing. Hit every part of the rim and finally found the bottom of the bucket. Bussing had himself 6 points all in the fourth quarter versus Troy the other evening, and gets started here with 4 in the first half. Left side, Steinbrock has it. Will retreat dribble against this tough Axtell defense. Top side, Novert now around. Into the high post, Scotchney with it. The lengthy junior, that's going to be a travel, and it will be as Steinbrock thought about a shot, but good closeout in the corner by Brandon Smelsley. Made him think twice about it. Dalton Heinen, the 6'1 junior, now first action in for the Eagles. (19-16) our score, just one under 4 minutes left to go here before halftime. Of course, coming up at halftime, we'll take a look at the bracket. Is inside, Wyatt Detweiler left all alone on the good back cut there. Good feed from Brandon Smelsley. He didn't have a big game against Troy, finished with 4 points, but really got his teammates involved. A kickball defensively as Axtell is just getting ready to run. All 4 boys in that sprinter stance getting ready to go, but the referee will keep it here on this end. Axtell jumped out early on this one, 15-11. Lead this one still 21-16 with 3:30 left to go here before halftime. A rematch of last year's semifinals, one when what Axtell was victorious 51-44. A rematch already 2 of this year. Clifton-Clyde came over to Axtell and handled the Eagles 60-34 in their own home courts. That was a game held defensively by Clifton-Clyde as they held Axtell to 1 point in the second quarter. 3 ball is up and down by Coy Steinbrock, as that's going to be his second triple here of this quarter. Cuts it down to now a 2-point advantage. Axtell inside. Wyatt Detweiler, a tough take for the freshman. Fearless here in this contest. 6 points already for the freshman. Around the horn into the hand of Steinbrock. Now it's going to be Stotchney right corner. Throws it away nearly into the hands of Novert. Novert's able to control it. Left elbow, Scotchney will look to attack the middle of the defense, and a foul will go against Grant Bussing. The big senior down low just stuck those arms in there, prevented Scotchney to get anything further from the field. As that'll be a first personal foul now on Grant. Free throw up and short for Scotchney now. 1 for 3 from the line is Clifton-Clyde in this one. Grady Bussing in for Grant Bussing. Second free throw is going to be short, too, as well for Scotchney. And an over-the-back foul will be called on the offensive rebound. White 10 picking up that one as Luke Novert, the 6'2 junior, first action into the game for these Clifton-Clyde Eagles. Clifton-Clyde doesn't get a lot of production from anyone outside of Reed, Long, Steinbrock, and Scotchney, as it's really those 4 that command the majority of the offense for head coach Justin Steinbrock and his team. They're off to a good start this year, though. 10-1 overall, 4-0 in league play. They are the number 1 overall seed here. Meanwhile, Axtell 6-1, 2-1 in league play. That lone loss came to Clifton-Clyde. Inside, Grady Bussing can't get the roll. He's going to keep fighting for it. And a foul then is going to go against Grady. Got a little bit too aggressive there. Got an over-the-back call. Coming up at halftime, we will take a look at the brackets as they stand. Preview games coming up here in just a little bit, as well as some action coming up tomorrow as the TVL tournament wraps up from Onega here tomorrow with the championship game in girls at 6 o'clock and boys at 7:30. Inside, Scotchney has it, working against the defense. Will just throw up a shot and be fouled. Picking up the personal foul now will be Dalton Heinen, the 6'1 junior. Will send Scotchney to the line where he was just 0 for 2. First free throw, up for Scotchney. That's only the second make for Clifton-Clyde here in this first half. That foul went on Brandon Schmelsley instead of Dalton Heinen. So Schmelsley now with 2 personal fouls. Scotchney misses the second one, so splits a pair. Clifton-Clyde now 40% from the strike in this first half. Right side, Brocksterman with it will send it up for the Eagles. He's going to get a screen from Grady and decides to swing it over left side to Wyatt. Around the horn as Axtell looks to get something going, and a offensive foul is going to be called. That one will go on Dalton Heinen, so mark down his first personal. We're going to keep that one there as an illegal screen by Heinen to give the ball back now towards Clifton-Clyde. Unofficially, first turnover by Axtell, too, in this second quarter. 23-20 our score. Axtell leading in this one, and they have from the jump. Steinbrock thought about a 3. Now he's going to get it back, fired away right side. That's going to be off, no good. Offensive rebound, though, down low, taken by Scotchney. Second effort is finally up and put back by Trent Long. Good effort there for the senior. As Clifton-Clyde now crawls to within 1. 60 seconds left here to go before halftime. 1-point advantage, Axtell. Smelsley looks to attack left side. He's going to stop at the elbow, find Detweiler. Detweiler stopped at the left block, smartly kicks it out. Now into the hands of Brocksterman. Brocksterman guarded tightly by Long, and a timeout by head coach Jason Tynan. We'll take it with them. Axtell holding on to a 1-point advantage here. 49 seconds before half.
You don't ask that much from your propane provider. Just the basics. Competitive pricing, quick delivery, reliable service. And if there's an emergency, the assurance that you won't be left out in the cold. You get all of that from Wanklin Oil. If you're not getting what you want from your current propane dealer, call Wanklin Oil at 1-800-794-2019. Jared, Dennis, or Zach will make the transition easy. It's not a hassle. Wanklin Oil is covering more of Northeast Kansas and can get to you right away. Wanklin Oil, 1-800-794-2019. We've had the energy since 1926.
State purpose of visit.
Well, looks like the old tractor's going to kick the bucket this year.
Searching internet for new bucket.
No, I want to check insurance rates.
Sale located. Right now, get 20% off new bucket with code It's Raining Buckets.
Robots don't know you. We do. For more than 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has relied on relationships to get you the insurance coverage you need for your farm or ranch. Find a Farm Bureau agent at fbfs.com/protect. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Call on Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Bryce Leonard in Washington today.
A good offensive play drew up by Jason Tynan coming out of that halftime. Got Brandon Smelsley a wide open layup. He puts it down for 2, and now Axtell looking for a stop here before halftime. An offensive game, 25-22 here with 25 seconds left to go before half. It's been a fun one here from Onega in semifinal action. Winner, of course, will move on to play in the TVL Tournament Championship tomorrow at 7:30. Axtell looking for their back-to-back TVL Tournament berths. Their third in school history, while Clifton-Clyde will be looking for their first one since 1997. 3 seconds left. Will Clifton-Clyde get it off inside Scotchney? We're going to have a foul with like 0.2 seconds left. The clock actually goes off. So 2 free throws coming up for Jack Scotchney with no time on the clock. That will go against Logan Sandman, his third personal foul, so the freshman can't stay out of foul trouble off the bench, and this will give Scotchney a chance at the line for 2. First one is pure with no one at the line. Second make on 5 attempts now for Scotchney in this quarter. Second one, that one's pure as well as we go into halftime. Axtell still leading by 1, though, 25-24.
Everyone's wanting to reduce, reuse, and recycle. How about reducing the amount of money leaving your bank account every month? With income-based living and reduced cable bill cost for everyone, Waterville Housing Authority is your housing partner. Enjoy maintenance-free and comfortable living in 1- or 2-bedroom apartments. Check out their Facebook page or call 785-363-2239. That's 785-363-2239.
Call Parthamer Electric at 268-0553. At Parthamer Electric, we specialize in residential and commercial electrical services and are dedicated to providing customer service that is second to none. Parthamer Electric won't leave the job until you're satisfied. Parthamer Electric is available at all hours and offers flexible services for indoor or outdoor jobs. You can visit us on the web at the Parthamer Electric Facebook site or give us a call at 268-0553. Parthamer Electric in Frankfort.
You want a bank that not only cares about you, but the businesses and families around. FNB Washington is that bank. Community-minded since 1883, FNB Washington truly has been there through it all. A mainstay in the Washington community, FNB cherishes the opportunity to give back, whether participating in hosting local events, providing a community room for public use, or cheering the Tigers on to victory. Your local and hometown bank is still FNB Washington, Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
Unload your unwanted or unused items and benefit local residents with disabilities through the Twin Valley Thrift Shops. Have some good used things taking up space? Drop those off anytime at the warehouse in Waterville or Twice But Nice in Beatty. For larger lots of garage sale leftovers, furniture, and the like, call to arrange pickup. Every donation sold benefits Twin Valley Services and their local residents. Learn more online at twinvalleyfriends.com or stop by the warehouse in Waterville, plus used furniture and appliances, or Twice But Nice in Beatty.
At halftime of the 4-1 matchup here from the TVL tournament semifinal action, Axtell leading Clifton-Clyde 25-24 at half. It was a back and forth first 2 quarters. One sees Axtell holding on to a slim 1-point advantage. Scoring from that game, first 4 Axtell leading to this one. Eli Brocksterman had 8 points all in the first quarter, 7 points for Brandon Schmelsley, 4 points for Grady Bissing, and 6 points for Wyatt Detweiler. Getting the start tonight because Colin Shaughnessy is out with a sprained ankle. All 6 came there in the second quarter and really helped Axtell out in this one. Scoring for Clifton-Clyde, they were led in that first half by Jack Scotchney with 9, 6 points for Trent Long and Coy Steinbrock. Steinbrock's 2 threes in that second quarter got Clifton-Clyde back into this one. 2 points for Drayden Reed and 1 point for Oliver Nober getting the start here tonight, too, as well. Free throw disparity, Axtell is 3 for 3 from the stripe. Meanwhile, Clifton-Clyde in that first half, 3 for 6, 50%. 3 turnovers for Clifton-Clyde in the first half, 5 for Axtell. And just as we were to be expected between these 2 top 5 state-ranked teams, a very, very tight contest. Of course, our first game of the evening saw the Clifton-Clyde Lady Eagles defeat Hanover 57-55, their first win against Hanover since 2010. So 1 spot is already clinched in the girls' bracket. Of course, coming up after this contest, the 2-seeded Valley Heights Mustangs versus the 3-seeded Centralia Panthers for the right to play in the TVL Tournament Championship coming up tomorrow afternoon. We will take a timeout, take a look at our broadcast schedule for tomorrow, Saturday, and the rest of the week, as well as coming out of action next week, as we'll get back to a regular rhythm as soon as the TVL Tournament ends. At halftime, Axtell leading 25-24.
You made your house a home. With a homeowner's insurance policy from Blue Valley Insurance, we can relax knowing that things you treasure are protected. I'm Dave Savage, and as an independent insurance agent, we sell for a number of different companies to give you the best price. With our flexible options, savings, and expert service, you'll know that your home is getting the best protection possible. We're Blue Valley Insurance of Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, and Marysville.
This is Thad Argenbright with Performance Ag in Waterville, your Pioneer dealer. Our vision at Performance Ag is to deliver to you the very best in seed genetics from Pioneer, along with the best in service, which includes on-site seed treatment, direct delivery, and tender use. Call me, Thad Argenbright, at 785-313-3064 and find out why. With Pioneer from Performance Ag, you get more than a bag of seed.
When you start a plumbing or electrical project, make sure that you have what you need to get the job done. If you don't have everything you need, Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber can help. Stocking a full line of electrical wiring, switches, boxes, and everything to the fixtures and even light bulbs. For that plumbing task, there's pipes, connectors and joints, faucets, toilets, and accessories. From an installation or remodel to a simple repair, get the plumbing and electrical supplies you need at one stop at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber.
Stocked with the freshest produce and always fresh meat counter, J&R Market in Frankfort is your full-service grocery. Start saving today with weekly specials. The J&R Market app makes shopping a breeze, so you're in and out and on your way. Open 7 days a week for your convenience, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 7 p.m., Saturday 9 to 6, Sunday 9 to 5. Freshest produce, best selection, greatest value, J&R Market in Frankfort.
Generations have relied on Kinsley's of Marysville, the Padden Funeral Chapel in Frankfort, Hanover Mortuary, Ward Funeral Homes of Lynn and Washington, and Landreth Axtell Funeral Home. You can continue to rely on the professional experience that they provide and the heartfelt concern that they offer each family that they serve. Caring concern in your family's time of need.
To keep your vehicle running good and looking good, all you need is M&R Auto Parts in Frankfort. Motor oil, air filters, spark plugs, batteries, brakes, and more. M&R also has what you need for the outside of the vehicle. Wheel cleaners, glass cleaners, washes, and waxes. That's M&R Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer in Frankfort.
At Kramer Oil, safety always comes first. We're here to keep your home and shop warm with reliable propane delivery, which is why with your first fill-up, we perform a complimentary leak check. Your safety is our top priority, so you can rest easy knowing we've got you covered. And we're not just about safety, we're about convenience too. Need propane when you want it at a fair price? Call or text us today at 785-562-2466. We're here to serve you.
Max Blasky back with you from Onega, halftime of this boys semifinal matchup between Axtell and Clifton-Clyde, 25-24 in this one. Of course, coming up after our game, it'll be the Valley Heights girls and the Centralia girls in the 2-3 matchup. Winner will go on to face top-seeded Clifton-Clyde in action tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Meanwhile, on the nightcap tonight, 2-seeded Hanover boys and 3-seeded Centralia boys will face off at 7 p.m. Winner will go on to face the winner of this contest going on right now in the boys' championship at 7:30 tomorrow. Of course, we will have both of those coverages along with KU and K-State action this weekend as well. KU will be right here at 3 p.m. early in the afternoon, so we're going to roll right after some KU hoops. And then over on our sister station, AM 1570, FM 94.1, the K-State Wildcats will face off against Oklahoma State at 6 p.m. Meanwhile, earlier in the day at 11:30, Bruce Deerkin will have the call as the Marysville boys will close out the Thunder tournament from Seneca. We're going to take one more 60-second timeout before we bring you second-half action. 16 minutes for the right to play in the TVL Tournament Championship here between Clifton-Clyde and Axtell.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the best. At Hanover Hospital, they are more than just a healthcare facility. They are your friends and neighbors right here in your community. Their commitment to high-quality, family-friendly care means when you're at Hanover Hospital, you're with family. They offer state-of-the-art healthcare services with certified professionals on staff 24/7, 365 days a year. Hanover Hospital, your community, your health. Visit them today for close-to-home quality healthcare.
Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance, providing high-quality coverage and service, all at a competitive premium cost. Since 1888, Bremen Farmers Mutual has offered homeowner, farm owner, business owner, fire, and inland marine coverage. Dependable and affordable. See your local agent representing Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance. Learn more about the various insurance products offered by going online at bfmic.com.
A tight contest between two top state-ranked teams. Axtell enters as the 4 team in Class Division II. Meanwhile, Clifton-Clyde, the 5 team in Class 1A Division I. A rematch, too, as well. Back on January 5th that saw Clifton-Clyde victorious 50-34. Meanwhile, in this one, 25-24 is our score. These teams, this is the 4th matchup in 2 years between them. They also matched up last year in the TVL tournament with Axtell winning that one 51-44 in semifinal action too as well. Of course, Axtell went on to win the league tournament over Blue Valley that following Saturday. Boys looking for their second in a row here today, but have 16 minutes to close this one out. Clifton-Clyde will start with possession here in this third quarter. Axtell will be very ferocious on the defensive side, as they have been all season long and all game long too as well. Not a lot of turnovers for either side. Only 3 committed by Clifton-Clyde and 5 there for Axtell. There's almost the first for Clifton-Clyde as Jack Skoshny got up in the air but gets it off. He's going to get it back now, gives it off to Drayden Reed right post. He can't hit the 3-foot shot. Only 2 points for the senior in that first half, as it will stay with Axtell on the diving attempt. Oliver Nober came in diving from behind, smoked it away from Brandon Schmelsley, but it'll stay now with the Eagles on the left side here. Axtell will now work left to right, right to left as we view it. Schmelsley, trigger man, gets it out top into the hands of Grant Bussing. Grant Bussing gets it right back into the hands of Schmelsley as he's going to set up this offensive possession for the blue and red. Top left side with it, Eli Brockshman. Brockshman had himself a nice first quarter, 8 points there. That was all the points he had in the first half. Axtell trying to get into something here. Wyatt Detweiler will attack left side. Now into the hands of Grant Bussing. Little give and go with Grady up top as Grady looks to attack. Now Wyatt's trying to get downhill, but good defense by Clifton-Clyde. Grady with it, left corner, trying to get back to the top side of the floor. Wyatt Detweiler left all alone in the lane. Nice little floater inside, up and down for the freshman. 8 points now for Wyatt Detweiler, getting the starting spot in front of Colin Shaughnessy, who had a big game against Troy the other night. 20 points, 11 in the first half, but rolled his ankle there late in the fourth, so he is out for this tournament. Hopefully we'll be able to see him back tomorrow, but we will wait and see. But Wyatt Detweiler filling in exceptionally well in this starting role today. Right side, Skoshny will look to attack Schmelsley in the body, but he's going to be denied. Turned back, kicks it out to Reed, top side. Reed gets into the lane, kicks it off right side. Nober tries to get into the lane, and he does. Almost tipped away. It's still being tipped away. Skoshny finally gets it. Skoshny goes diving into the lane. A foul will be called. Axtell side's wanting a charge call, but Grady Bussing will take the blunt of that hit and pick up the foul, too, as well. Third personal foul for Grady Bussing as he is in foul trouble with 3. Logan Sandman also on the bench with 3 fouls, too, as well. Skoshny calmly knocks down the first free throw as Bussing will take a seat on the bench. First action of the second half now for Dalton Heinen getting the first call. Second one is down 2 as well for Skoshny as he goes 2 for 2. He was 3 for 6 from the line in that second quarter, had 9 points. It could have been more. Foul out top as a reach is called on Clifton-Clyde. Drayden Reed now his third personal foul. As Gavin Shaughnessy, his first action into the contest now for Axtell, the 6-foot junior, wearing number 5. Schmelsley will try and force it into him, but it'll be a turnover, and then right after that, a foul. Just like that, Shaughnessy picks up his first personal foul off the bench, so I guess no better time to get that out of the way than right when you get into the game. Second team foul now for Axtell in this quarter. They still lead 27-26, though, in this tight-knit game. Both these teams know each other extremely well. Fourth meeting in 2 years. Met twice on the football field with Axtell winning both of those. They split a pair last year. Clifton-Clyde won the first game this year in basketball. Free ball on the way from Steinbrock. He can't hit from the left corner, and Detweiler's going to force the action, and a foul from behind is going to be given by, who was that? Trent Long reached in. Second personal foul now for the senior from Clifton-Clyde. We'll keep it with the Eagles. Wyatt Detweiler right back to Schmelsley, right block, using that big body turnaround. Nice body control there by Brandon Schmelsley as he has 9 points in this contest. Graydon Reed gets away from the press for Axtell, and he answers back the 2 on the other end. Back and forth we go. Scotchney steals it and saves it for the Eagles. Heck of a defensive possession there for Jack Scotchney. He forces his second 3, and a 3 by Scotchney. Jelane's down. Reward the man that keeps on trying. Clifton-Clyde regains the lead 30-29 now. Just started this third quarter. Boy, what a big sequence of events that one was. Eli Broxman looks to attack right side, gets it off to Wyatt Detweiler. Detweiler finds Gavin Shaughnessy wide open down low, and Shaughnessy puts it down for 2. Shaughnessy got lost in that defense of Clifton-Clyde, and we've seen that a few times here today by both squads already, just losing their man deep in the paint, allowing an easy bucket. Long will attack right side and a charge. Good defense, Wyatt Detweiler drawing that charge. Long will pick up now his third personal foul, as head coach Justin Steinbrock is going to have to go to his bench. Brandon Cook, the 5'8 junior, getting some action now. We'll check Graydon Reed with 3 personal fouls. Clifton-Clyde does not go very deep into their bench, only about 5 or 6 players, so getting Cook out there on the floor, something that Clifton-Clyde not very used to. Eagles have 2 players with 3 fouls. That'll be Reed and Long. Long's going to stay out there. Inside, Dalton Heinen. Nice little turnaround jump shot from the left block. Puts it down for the Eagles. Clifton-Clyde easily breaks the press into the hands of Scotchney. Scotchney cutting down the lane. Misses the 3-foot bunny. Gets his offensive rebound, and he's going to be hacked hard. Oh, no, it's going to be a turnover on Clifton-Clyde. Actually, a jump ball is the official call, so it'll go back to Axtell, as Scotchney just went streaking down the middle of that lane, was left wide open, missed the bunny, fought for the offensive rebound between Detweiler and Heinen, and Axtell comes out of there looking good. Detweiler finds a streaking Broxton, and up and down, good ball movement by Axtell here in this one. That's now double figures for Eli Broxton, as the Eagles have pushed this up now to a 5-point advantage. 35-30, 3:15 left to play in this third quarter. Nober will look to attack right side, gets into the lane. Pump fake, now kicks it out. Into the hands of Scotchney, top of the key, as he will reset it for the Eagles. Both Eagles teams will try and keep them straight for you here in the second half. Clifton-Clyde with it offensively, right side of the court. Trying to get inside of the middle, Trent Long. Trent Long gives it off to Nober. Nober, little floater through the lane. A body foul, and 2 shots now for Clifton-Clyde. Clifton-Clyde shot at 50%, from the line in that first half. So looking to do better here in the second. Already 2 for 2. Second personal foul now will go against Gavin Shaughnessy, as Oliver Nober calmly knocks down his first free throw. And 1 free throw in that first quarter. All scoring now for Nober to miss one. Second free throw, that one rattles home. Nober now 3 for 4 from the line in this one. 3-point advantage, Axtell, as Broxman crosses the timeline. He'll go to work on a 4-out, 1-in set now for Axtell. Left side, Broxman gets it in the wing. We're going to reverse it into the hands of Shaughnessy. We're going to look for a cutter top side as Smelsley is manning that high post. Back and forth we go between 3 guards up top, and Smelsley at that post position. Cutter is Detweiler underneath, took a lot of body, puts it on the ground. Girl still on the ground. Detweiler's hacked. No foul is called, but it will stay with Axtell. The freshman Wyatt Detweiler, big minutes and not playing like it either. Vocal out there on the court defensively and offensively too. He's left wide open for 3. He cans it! Wyatt Detweiler, have yourself a game. 11 points now, getting the starting nod here in this semifinal matchup, and he might not be letting go of that starting position. Ooh, out top, Brandon Smelsley is going to get a body foul. That's now the third on Smelsley, as he was checking Scotchney too close to half court. A little bit too much hip in there for the officials' liking. Third personal foul now for Smelsley. Third for Axtell in this quarter. Nobert's going to try and get inside the lane. Little handoff now to Cook. Steinbrock tries a 3. No rotation on that 3, but it drops down anyway. Third triple for Coy Steinbrock here in this game. He now has 9 points, and it's a 2-point advantage, Axtell. Shaughnessy around the horn to the right side in hands of Broxton and reverses back to the left. Axtell still looking for that high post flasher, either Dalton Heinen or Smelsley. There's Smelsley with it at the right elbow. Man's going to get lost. That's Detweiler. Bring it here, rotate it quick. Top side into the hands of Shaughnessy. Thought about a three, now gets it off the wide. Detweiler just hit himself a three from that left side. Smelsley with it, left elbow. Will set a screen for Detweiler against this zone for Clifton-Clyde. Kind of a 1-2 match of zone turnover there as Shaughnessy was looking for Heinen cutting across the line. Third turnover now in this third quarter for Axtell. Driving and blocked is the call. And what opportunity for Clifton-Clyde. That will be Coy Steinbrock at the line. Picking up the personal foul will be Gavin Shaughnessy now for Axtell. He will get checked out by Logan Sandman as Shaughnessy got himself a bucket here in this quarter, but that foul will give Coy a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play. The shooter knocks it down. Clifton-Clyde 4 for 4 from the free throw line here in this second half. They now lead 38-37 with just under 60 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Axtell around the horn looking to penetrate this defense of the Clifton-Clyde Eagles. This game was 24-25 at half. It's 38-37. Kickball will stay with Axtell in what has been a back-and-forth contest here in the semifinal matchup. Grant Bissing, the 6'2 senior, in now for Dalton Heinen, so a little more size in there for Axtell for this last 42 seconds. Stack pattern, Smelsley will quickly get it back into Detweiler. Down screen now for Smelsley, looking to get it across. No option, now we'll set it up into the hands of Sandman up top. Around the horn, this Clifton-Clyde defense good here in the third quarter, extending it out well beyond the three-point line. Broxton is going to try and bully his way in there. He will end up getting position, and a foul will be called on a reach-in. Brandon Cook, the junior, picks up his first personal foul. That is now the fifth. Oh, we're not shooting free throws. I thought that was the fifth on Clifton-Clyde. Anyway, Detweiler will send it up now, taken away by Steinbrock. Steinbrock read that pass up and no good. Has taken a hard fall with Coy Steinbrock. Wyatt Detweiler not undercut him down the layup, but came through, caused contact, caused Steinbrock to miss this one, where Coy will go back to the line where he was just 1 for 1 from the stripe. First free throw upcoming for Steinbrock. Hills going to be short on that one. That's going to be the first miss for Clifton-Clyde in this second half. Of course, coming up after this game, 2-seeded Valley Heights Lady Mustangs, 3-seeded Centralia Lady Panthers, right to go on to the TVL Tournament Championship and play the top-seeded Clifton-Clyde Lady Eagles. Steinbrock splits the pair, makes the back half. Now Axtell will have an opportunity with 5 seconds. Smelsley's going to have to force one up from straight on. That's going to drop down for Smelsley. A 2-point bucket on a wild turnaround shot, but a big one for Axtell as it knocks them up to 39 heading into fourth quarter action. You're listening to high school basketball here, KNDY and Blue Valley TV.
Coolman Implement and Hardware is your Agco Alice, White, Hesting, Leaner, and Gel dealer with personalized care since 1935. See Coolman Implement and Hardware for farm equipment, electrical and plumbing supplies, parts, sales, and service. Your Agco Alice, White, Hesting, Leaner, and Gel dealer is Coolman Implement and Hardware in Lynn, Kansas.
71 degrees all the way.
73 degrees, please.
When it comes to keeping your home warm this winter, what's your perfect degree of comfort? We'll help you find it with a new Rheem heating system that'll keep you warm, save on energy costs, and may qualify for utility rebates and tax credits. So enjoy a new degree of comfort this winter.
72 degrees and I'm in heaven.
Get professional service and all brands of equipment. Call B&W Electric in Hanover, your local Rheem contractor, at 785-337-2598 today.
Duzine Enterprises has been laying floors all over our area since 1962. That's miles and miles of carpet, laminate, tile, hardwood, and vinyl. And they are so good at it that their schedule is filling up fast. So while good things come to those who wait, if you have a remodel or a new construction project in your near future, you should probably get on their schedule today. So call 785-325-2379. That's 785-325-2379. Duzine Enterprises in Washington. Why would you go anywhere else? Financing available.
Clifton-Clyde comes out at quarter break, gets themselves a deuce to go down. That'll be Drayden Reed finally picking up a point here in this fourth quarter as they regain the lead 41-39. Top of the key, Detweiler with it. Almost of travel. Now finds Smelsley down low, and going to the line will be Brandon Smelsley. 11 points now for the junior in this one. Last time out against the same Clifton-Clyde team, he had 8 points. Colin Shaughnessy not playing tonight with a rolled ankle at 12. Eli Brocksterman had 12 too as well. First free throw up for Smelsley. That one's going to be pure as he calmly sinks the first one. First free throw now for Axtell in the second half came right at the wake of the fourth quarter. Second free throw there, no good. Clifton-Clyde almost throws that one out of bounds, but they will regain possession. Holding on to a 1-point lead is this Clifton-Clyde team with the ball too as well, looking to extend it. Left block, Scotchney looks to go to work against Smelsley. He's going to back out, now kick it Steinbrock, top of the key. Steinbrock's going to try and cut in, gives a little handoff to Scotchney, and a travel will be the call on Clifton-Clyde. Their first here in the second half, and what has been a very, very clean game played by both of these teams. A great contest here to be watching. Of course, if your team is playing this evening too as well, we thank you all for tuning in here today. This is game number 2 of 4 here for us. Girls action up for you next before the last boys game coming up at 7 o'clock. 41-40 our score. Clifton-Clyde still holding on to a 1-point advantage. Top side, Brocksterman with it. Left corner into the hands of Wyatt Detweiler. The freshman had himself a very good game so far to this point. 10 points. Inside, and it's going to be stolen away by Clifton-Clyde. First turnover by Axtell in this fourth quarter as Logan Sandman was trying to find Smelsley down low. Clifton did a good job of coming in front of that pass and stealing it away. Clifton-Clyde will be content to run a little clock here, still with a 1-point lead, looking for their best shot. Good defense by Axtell. Head coach Jason Tynan claps them on. Top side by Cook, 3-ball. That's going to be long off the rim. No good, but Drayden Reed pulls down the offensive board. Second possession, Steinbrock for 3. That one's going to be off the rim. No good. And third now possession for Clifton-Clyde. Scotchney thought about it, but we're going to get a play call by head coach Justin Steinbrock. Need to get a defensive rebound by Axtell, otherwise they want to be in this position. Third chance for Axtell on this one trip down the court. Inside they're going to look for Scotchney now. Steinbrock up top. Deep 3 is going to go down for Coy Steinbrock on the step-back triple. 16 points now for the senior as he gives the Clifton-Clyde a 4-point advantage. Smelsley will attack left side into the hands of Eli Brocksterman. Answer back, no good. That's going to be short off the hands of Brocksterman and back to Clifton-Clyde. This Clifton-Clyde team gives them all their dues. 10-1 on the season. The main 4 of Reed, Long, Steinbrock, and Scotchney fell in first-round action of state last year. Came back this year looking with a little revenge on their mind and, of course, trying to get into the TVL tournament championship game for the first time since 1997. Tough shot by Clifton-Clyde. Axtell will come out of there with the defensive board, and they look to run Smelsley down the lane. That's a block. That's going to be called a charge, actually, on Brandon. No. We're going to get it. It is going to be a block. Got a little bit too excited there. Jack Scotchney will pick up his first personal foul. That'll be the second now for Clifton-Clyde in this quarter. Nothing Scotchney could do as the All-State quarterback Brandon Smelsley just came barreling down the lane. Smelsley at the line. Calmly sinks the first free throw. Seven points in the first half for Smelsley. Now 13 for him on the game. Second free throw is no good as he splits a pair. Axtell now 50% from the line in the second half as head coach Jason Tynan claps on his defense. Trailing by 3, needing the stop. Cook thought about a 3, now swings the left side. There is that stop. Clifton-Clyde will turn it over. Axtell now opportunity to cut this one down to 1 point or tie it up. Loose ball down low. Whose ball? Blues ball will stay with Axtell. Substitution now for Clifton-Clyde. Oliver Nobert in for Drayden Reed with those 3 fouls. Reed and Long with 3 fouls for Clifton-Clyde. Brandon Smelsley, Grady Bussing, Gavin Shaughnessy, and Logan Sandman all with 3 for Axtell. Detweiler with an out top. Good, tough dribbling. Gets it off right side, now into the hands of Brocksterman. Smelsley fake on a 3, left wing, gets inside. Little one-handed push shot. Up and down for Brandon Smelsley. As now Axtell is pulled to within 1. Still full court pressure, man-to-man now by Axtell. Long will bring it up the court for Clifton-Clyde. We're going to go a little handoff top side, little weave action as they like to call it. Steinbach's going to end up with it. Cook, top of the key, looks to attack left side, going against Sandman. Left side down, over top side, resets it with Long. Good defense by Axtell here in this possession, setting down. Right side, Scotchney, guarded tightly by Smelsley. Now into the hands of Steinbach. We're going to go low push, Trent Long down there, blocked by Smelsley. We're going to give that one to Brandon, his second one here in this one. Axtell now off and running. At the other end, Eli Brocksterman gives it to Smelsley, and he's going to be pushed from behind. Brandon Cook, the junior, picks up his second personal foul. That will be the third now for Axtell in this quarter, third for Clifton-Clyde in this quarter. Smelsley, your trigger man underneath his own basket. Gets it out top side, now to White. Detweiler getting the start tonight and playing good so far here with 10 points in the contest. Reed will come back into the contest. Next dead ball for Clifton-Clyde. Smelsley top of the key. Looking to go left. Now swings it right side into the hands of Brocksterman. Wild pass. Somehow Detweiler gets a left hand on it and keeps it for the Eagles. Brocksterman, a little weave action up top now. Left side. Smelsley's going to look to attack. Stops at the block. That's going to be well short for Smelsley. That's good defense by Jack Scotchney to rotate over and challenge that. Baseline, Steinbach out of bounds. Corey Steinbach, we don't see that very often, had trouble with the pass and just took it right out of bounds. Head coach Justin Steinbach wants to take a timeout for his Eagles. We'll take it with him. Clifton-Clyde leading by 1, 44-43.
Where do you turn when the unexpected happens? You may wonder what's next. Who do I call? What should I do? We at Christy Anders and Anders Fifely Funeral Homes are here to assist by providing support and personal services while helping create a beautiful and unique tribute for your loved one. We're proud to offer affordable, personalized packages to fit any budget. You can find us online at apfunerals.com or visit us in Waterville at Christy Anders Funeral Home or in Riley at Anders Fifely Funeral Home.
Not wanting to miss an action of this one. A one-point contest with 2:33 left to play in the fourth quarter. A rematch from a game back on January 5th between these two teams. One that saw Clifton-Clyde handle Axtell in Axtell 50-34. Clifton-Clyde outscored Axtell 22-10 in the third quarter, 7-1 in the second, and that was the story in that game as Jack Scotchney had 20 points to lead the way for Clifton-Clyde in that win. Here, Axtell looking to get their revenge, also looking to get back to their second straight TVL tournament championship game. Stolen underneath. Brandon Smelsley couldn't keep the hands on that one. Scotchney will outrun the entire Axtell press, as now Clifton-Clyde will set into an offensive possession. Just rolled under 2 minutes left here to play in this contest. Up next for you, game between the number 2-seeded Valley Heights Lady Mustangs and 3-seeded Centralia Panthers. Turnover, Clifton-Clyde. Good defensive pressure out there by Logan Sandman. Stuck his hand out. The defender on that far side, I think it was Trent Long, thought Sandman touched that ball. Didn't put his hands out there. Didn't even try and catch it. and just let it go out of bounds. So a mental mistake there by Clifton-Clyde might give Axtell the opportunity to take the lead. This defense really extending out now for Clifton-Clyde. Right side, Detweiler goes inside Grady Bussing, right block, turnaround up and down for Grady Bussing. His first point since the second quarter, but a big one for the senior, as now a defensive stop is what head coach Jason Heinen is wanting. 1 point advantage for Axtell. 1:22 left to play, fourth quarter. Winner to the TVL championship game. Inside, Oliver Nober catches it deep, up and down. Big, strong move there for Oliver Nober. Getting the start here tonight gives Clifton-Clyde back a 1 point advantage. Smelsley left with it left wing. Looking to get it inside to Grady Bussing. Now we're going to go Smelsley left elbow, and he's going to be fouled. That is the fourth personal foul now on Clifton-Clyde. So one more, and Axtell will be shooting free throws. Nober will pick up that foul as head coach Jason Tynan wants to take a timeout. We'll take it with them with exactly 1 minute left in this contest. Axtell leading, or trailing by 1.
Earning and keeping your business is the top priority at Old D Tractor Repair in Lynn. Their professionally trained technicians have a tremendous amount of experience with all types of farm equipment. They service all brands of tractors, combines, and forage equipment, especially John Deere. They work on diesel truck engines, clutches, transmissions, differentials, and brakes. Call Old D Tractor Repair of Lynn, Kansas, serving area farmers for over 26 years.
At the beginning of every crop year, you get only one chance to get it right. Start your season off with a seed you can trust. Plant DeKalb Asgrow. They have a full range of products that have proven themselves year after year. Parker Seed can provide the right seed for your environmental conditions. There's no room for error. Call Parker Seed to start your season off right. When you call Todd Parker, he'll put his knowledge and experience to work to help you make the right choices. Call today, 562-6687. That's 562-6687.
60 seconds left to earn a right to the TVL Tournament Championship in boys action. Axtell looking for their second straight. Clifton-Clyde will be trying for their first since 1997. Winner of this one to go on to face the winner of Hanover Centralia later on tonight at 7. Eli Brocksherman will set it up for the Eagles' top side. Now wide, Detweiler with it left wing. Had a good half there for the freshman. Shot up for Brandon Smelsley. He misses it. Saves it off the Clifton-Clyde player. That's going to be Axtell ball. As Brandon Smelsley went diving baseline. Good save there by the junior to keep the possession alive for the Eagles. 47 seconds left. Detweiler will be the trigger man underneath his own basket. A little give and go. Smelsley left block up. A lot of contact. No foul. Smelsley misses the shot. Clifton-Clyde comes out of there with a defensive rebound. Needing one stop, but Smelsley will commit the personal foul. That's his fourth out top, as head coach Jason Tynan cannot believe there is not a foul call on that one, and I might agree with him on that one. Clifton-Clyde had Drayden Reed and Jack Scotch, the two biggest guys, come down right on Brandon Smelsley. Axtell defending here. Stochny will throw it in, and near steal, and it is taken away by Wyatt Detweiler. Sandman will look to run, gives it off to Broxton, and up and down. Eli Broxton with the bucket. Big turnover there by Clifton-Clyde, their fifth of the quarter, and a timeout by head coach Justin Steinbrock with 23 seconds left. Dalton Heinen coming up with the biggest turnover of the game for the Axtell Eagles. It will be a full timeout, so we'll take a break. Come back here in 30 seconds as we round this one out between Axtell and Clifton-Clyde.
See Andy Bruna at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover for a full line of your everyday hardware needs and all the building supplies you'll need to get the job done right. Just about anything you might need around the farm or home is found at Andy's, and always fast, friendly service when you need it. It just makes good sense to shop at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover, Kansas, a Plyout Wildcat Booster. That's Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover.
Since 1976, Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions has been your farm and home marketing team. Let the experienced family team of Tom and Rob Olmsted and brother-in-law Tom Kirkland guide you when buying or selling a home or farmland. Delivering timely, honest, and professional guidance, visit olmstedrealestate.com to view current listings and auctions. Your farm and home marketing team is Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions.
300. That's about our 5-2.
Coming down to the wire here in Onega, 47-46 our score. Axtell leading this one. Clifton-Clyde will have to go the length of the floor. They get it in to Reed. Reed traps tightly, now gets it off in the hands of Stochny. Scoreless here in the fourth quarter. A block is called by Stochny. Went wildly into the body of Logan Sandman. Sandman will now pick up his 5th personal foul as he is done for the night here. Fouled out with 16 seconds left. This entire Axtell crowd thought that this should be a charge. That is only the 2nd personal foul, though, on Axtell in this quarter. So no free throws yet. Axtell still holding on to a 1-point advantage. Head coach Justin Steinbach wants take another timeout. We'll take it with them, too, as we wind down here. Axtell still up by 1, 47-46.
Titan Trailer Manufacturing of Waterville offers a full line of horse and livestock trailers, flatbed trailers, utility trailers, dump trailers, stock trailers, cargo trailers, and custom trailers. Are you sensing a theme here? Trailers. If you need it, they have it. Not only do they have it, Titan Trailers are a higher standard of quality manufactured in Waterville. You're pulling the best with a Titan Trailer. Log on to TitanTrailer.com and find a dealer near you and see for yourself.
Ag Buildings provides safe storage and working space for farm shops and machinery. Inline Construction offers wood or steel frame ag buildings complete and finished to your specifications. Call today for a quote and let them get started. For ag buildings, demolition, concrete, and construction work, count on Inline Construction. Find them and see their recent projects on their Facebook page.
47-46, and Clifton-Clyde will still hold possession right at half court. 16.3 seconds left. Clifton-Clyde looking for a trip to the TVL championship. Could possibly be their 2nd win in school history. First since 1997, the 2nd year of the TVL. Axtell looking for back-to-back. Stochny will inbound it to middle of the court to Long. Long will get it across the timeline. Coy Steinbach left corner. Steinbach inside, up and down for Long. Bucket good, Clifton-Clyde. And head coach Jason Tynan wants to take a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout with 7.9 seconds here. We're going to take it with them. A quick 30-second break for the last 7.9.
For the best of care close to home, visit the Washington County Hospital and Family Medicine of Washington County. Their team of professionals work together to provide every member of your family in every stage of life with medical care. From routine checkups to diagnostic services, visiting outpatient specialists, obstetrics, major and minor surgical procedures, and an emergency room that is always staffed by physicians, you'll find the best of care right here in Washington County. Call 785-325-2211 for your appointment today.
Trent Long with 6 points in the first half, scoreless here in the second, comes up with the biggest 2 of maybe his high school career as he puts the Clifton-Clyde Eagles up 48-47 with 7.9 seconds remaining in this TVL tournament semifinal game. Axtell will have one more crack at it. It's going to be Sandman, Smelsley, Detweiler, Droxterman, and Blissing. That will be Grady Blissing out there for Axtell. 94 feet to go. Smelsley can run baseline. 7.9, last play up to here. Straight line across. We're going to get it in to Broxterman and right back to Smelsley. Smelsley looking to put his head down. Gets it back to Broxterman, and Jason Tynan wants to take a timeout with 2.6 seconds left. We're just going to keep it here after that one. So Axtell used about 5 seconds worth of time to take it the full length of the court. They got it now to right in front of the Axtell bench here as we look at it left side. They're going to have one shot with it from their half of the court. This has been a back-and-forth game. Axtell led 15-11 at the end of one quarter. They held on to a 1-point advantage at halftime. And then it was 39-39 at the end of quarter number 3. And here we set Clifton-Clyde with a 1-point advantage, 48-47, but Axtell will have one more shot at it here with 2.6 seconds left. Two state-ranked teams matching up here in semifinal action. It's been just as advertised. Two more games coming up for you here after this. Valley Heights girls and Centralia girls before an undefeated Hanover boys team and Centralia boys square off in the last contest of the night at 7 o'clock. 2.6 here to go. Axtell with one shot for the victory. That's all the time we're going to have unless we get a quick shot and a quick rebound. Detweiler will be the trigger man left side, and head coach Justin Steinbrock wants to take a timeout after he saw what Axtell was putting out there. This one's going to be a full, so we'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back here in quick 30.
Ricky's Cafe in Hanover ain't just good, it's home. From their daily specials to a full menu, choose your favorite served fresh, hot, and fast. Your family when you stop at Ricky's Cafe, and you're welcome anytime. Enjoy the delicious menu choices, and of course, when you're hosting an event, bring Ricky's Catering along. With a variety of options available, always at affordable prices. Call for your next engagement and count on Ricky's Cafe at Hanover.
Clifton-Clyde escaped a 1-point victory in round number 1 over the 9-seeded Frankfort Wildcats, 52-51, as Trent Long hit 2 late free throws in that one. Axtell had a little bit easier time with their opponent, 60-51 over Troy Wednesday night, but here in a nail-biter, 2.6 left to go, 48-47. Clifton-Clyde leading this one. It will be Detweiler, Smelsley, Brocksterman, Sandman, and Bussing out there. Detweiler triggerman, top of the key. We're going to go a little fader for Smelsley. Brocksterman will have a 3 at the buzzer to win it. He got it! He got it! Eli Brocksterman with the big 3 will send Axtell into the TVL championship game tomorrow evening. His first 3 of the night comes as Axtell defeats Clifton-Clyde 50-48 on a last-second three-pointer by number 10, Eli Brocksterman. What a game, what a finish here in Onega. We're going to take a timeout. We'll try and calm down the blood pressure, bring you back stats and scores from that one as Axtell holds on, defeats Clifton-Clyde on a last-second 3 by Eli Brocksterman, 50-48, and they move on to the TVL Tournament Championship.
Just like our area athletes work each day in practice to perform at their best in the big game, the staff at Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, work daily to provide the best parts and service experience when you need it most. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations. We know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer. For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one. Bruna Implement Company, since 1947.
Friendly, personalized service to meet your banking needs. That's the standard at First National Bank, Frankfort.
My community bank has responded to the changes needed to keep my money safe and secure. They've switched to cards with the latest technology, which is safer and more secure than before. My community bank provides safety and security while staying on top of the latest banking trends.
Let First National Bank's brand of banking be responsive to your needs. First National Bank, Frankfort, proud to be your community bank. Member FDIC.
Wait, Santa is done, my friends. After Santa's hard work comes the new Wi-Fi hungry connected gadgets. Make sure your router is capable and ready. Let Blue Valley help you kick off the new year on the right foot and upgrade your Wi-Fi experience. Get 2 months free worry-free Wi-Fi and free installation from Blue Valley Technologies. For more details, visit bluevalley.net/promo.
A thrilling finish to a great contest here between Axtell and Clifton-Clyde. Axtell on a last-second 3 by Eli Brocksterman defeats Clifton-Clyde 50-48 en route to a second straight TVL Tournament Championship appearance for the Eagles. As for Clifton-Clyde, that will put them in the loss column here back to the bottom side of the bracket. Clifton-Clyde now moves on to 10 and 2 on the season. Meanwhile, Axtell moves on to 7-1. And, of course, this was a game last year that catapulted the Axtell boys to a TVL tournament championship as they defeated Clifton-Clyde and went on to win over Blue Valley. Scoring from that game. First for Clifton-Clyde. The number 1 seed goes down here at Onega. They dropped to 10-2. They were led by Coy Steinbach with 16 points, 14 points for Jack Scotchney, but none in that fourth quarter, which was huge for the Axtell defense. 8 points for Trent Long, 6 points for Drayden Reed, and 5 points for Oliver Novert. It is all the starters that got the scoring here for Clifton-Clyde. As for Axtell scoring, they were led by Brandon Schmelsley with 15 and Eli Brocksterman with 15 too as well. That biggest 3 of his career late in that contest to win this one for Axtell. 6 points for Grady Bussing, 10 points for Wyatt Detweiler getting the start here tonight in spot of Colin Shaughnessy out with a twisted ankle. 2 points for Gavin Shaughnessy, 2 points for Dalton Heinen, and no points for Grady Bussing, though. Axtell led this one at the end of quarter 1, 15-11. It was 25-24 Axtell at halftime. Dotted up at 39s at the end of 3 quarters. It was that lone 3 that was the difference here as Axtell outscored Clifton-Clyde 11-9 in that fourth quarter to win this one 50-48. Free throw attempts went the way of Clifton-Clyde. They shot 12 free throws in this one. They made 8 of them. Axtell on the other side, they shot 7 free throws and made 5 of them. Turnovers, Clifton-Clyde was cleaner with it as they had 7 turnovers in this contest. As for Axtell, they had 9. So Clifton-Clyde drops to the bottom side of the bracket after that loss. Axtell will move on to face the winner of our last contest coming up here this evening at 7 o'clock between the Hanover boys and the Centralia boys. We're going to take another time out, hear a word from our sponsors before we get you national news and weather. Take a peek around there, but don't go anywhere as the Valley Heights Lady Mustangs, the 2 seed in this tournament, tangle with the 3-seeded Centralia Panthers. Coming up here in about 15 minutes.